is thank you to the parents. Like, that's right out of the chute. You guys, thank you. Give me a hand. Cause like I'm a dad of 3, Nicole's a mom of 2, and you know the logistics of driving kids around and going to practices and club sports on top of it, and you know it's never easy and it takes a lot of time and energy. And you guys have gotten your daughters to this fantastic school, and you deserve a lot of credit for that. And I just want to say that out loud. You know the starting point. I love coaching this age group. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this team in particular, but this age group comes into high school, and if we all remember our first semester of high school, how hard that was. Boy or girl, a school like this, you all came from schools that might have had 20 kids, 30 kids in a class. Now you're in a school with like 1,500 kids. It's sporty. It's really sporty. It's competitive. First semester in, you don't know anybody, and then you come out for a sport, and you didn't even know each other, right? And so I love being a part of that journey with you guys, right? Isn't that special, Coach?
Very, very.
So you went from there to just now finishing a season of like, and I'm going to include the scrimmage, 17-3, right? Yeah. There's a lot to be proud of, right? And it's not even like Coach and I'm gonna let Elton shut up in a second, but like so many times we would say to each other, like, I don't even care what the score is. I really don't care if we win. We just want to try and inculcate this sense of culture of like, work hard, go earn it. Make them know you're there, right? We talked about that against Mitty. Like, they're coming into our house. We know how good they are, but like, let's make them feel that we're there. We're going to make them earn it. And you all won some games that were tight against good teams, away, you were down, you came back. Like, that's about character and grit. I think the loudest timeout you heard me call this season, parents and players, was when we were getting beat back against SRV. And I called a timeout, I yelled at you guys because that was about heart and effort. And that's the only time I ever had to do that. And that comes from within you and as a team. I don't know, Coach, the positive energy of this team, if you were to use 2 words, I'd say positive energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just so everybody, I was asked by Coach Falk to come coach. And I said, Coach, I don't think I have time for it. I have too much on my plate. There's a lot going on in my life. I don't know if I can do it. And she kept, over the summer, she kept nagging me, come on, we need you. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am to have taken that opportunity to come here to coach with Coach and to coach all of you and to see where you started in the beginning of the season and where you're ending it. You all have improved, and it is so fulfilling as a coach to see you guys grow that way and to improve. So super proud of you and super happy to be coaching you.
Yeah. We want to say a little bit about each player, and Coach and I are going to take turns. And I'm starting with, I started by numbers, so this is just by numbers, not alphabetical or anything. Emerson, you're number 1. So, it's funny because like a word pops into your head about a kid, right? And athletic pops into my head when I think about Emerson.
Yes,
from the very first tryout, we could tell you were an incredible athlete. Your speed, you can't coach speed, you can't coach speed. You cannot coach speed. Every time I would see you coming down to try and stop somebody that was on a break, I was like, okay, she's got it. So you're warm-spirited, you're positive, you're always smiling. That's pervasive around this team. And we were really, really great having you on the team.
Next up would be number 4, Avery.
Yes, Avery!
Hands down, and Coach and I, everybody played great defense, but when we needed to get a defensive stop or put somebody on a good player to really put on the pressure, it was Avery. She had the perfect defense. If we
Yeah.
could film it and show it across program-wide,
Yeah.
we would.
100%.
We would. It was perfect defense, and we knew we could always rely on you to put that pressure on, and we can't thank you enough for that. Your attitude, always positive, always cheering your teammates on, definitely a supportive teammate, and the defense, thank you.
All right, Maddie L, you're up next. And you cracked me up. I'm gonna tell you. There was a point where Maddie was coming off the court, and she's always looking around. She's like running. She's always up on a scale of 1 to 10. She's always running about 11. And I go, hey, Maddie, listen, slow it down. Just slow it down a little bit. I said, 75% of Maddie L is all we need. Right? and she goes, yeah, my dad says I run hot. You keep running hot, okay? You keep running hot at everything you do in life, and you're gonna do just fine. Another, just positive, smiley, energetic, full effort. I mean, any team that ever has you is lucky to have you.
Chloe. Chloe was our glue. She was the glue to our team that held us together throughout our games. You are a classic example of a critical player.
Yeah.
It wasn't always about the points. It was about the passing, the assists, the defense, and you had all of that. So great season.
Coach and I we just sort of alternated randomly here, and I'm glad that I got Ali. So I always ask the girls at various points, randomly, who's the funniest kid on the team? And Eileen's name pops up 4 times. So she came out to practice, and I see her, and I go, oh, I know she's athletic. She's got a, St. Ignatius volleyball jersey on. I'm like, I hope Maya doesn't take her for JV. So she came in, and the first thing I noticed is she would make these little squeaky noises whenever she would, which we see that still kind of happens from time to time. Not as much. But wow, I think if just the improvement, and this is a testament to how good an athlete you are. The improvement from day one to now, but your rebounding in midi was outstanding. That was incredible. And it was so fun to watch you do that, because it says to me that's about you. That's not coaching. That's your effort. You're listening to what we're saying, but you're also executing it and using those physical gifts that you have. So that was really fun to watch. And I wish you the best with volleyball. I know you got that one with that. So thank
you. Maddie P. Anytime coach or I needed a spark of energy or just some extra hustle on the court, we knew putting you in was going to bring that every single time. So your hustle, your tenacity, you were just always after it, always hustling, and always smiling. Even in our just playing the stage in those when you tied the ball up and it was like you were ferocious. And then when they blew the whistle, you were smiling. which is great, is that you hustle, you work hard, but you also have a positive, loving attitude, and we love that about you, and you had a wonderful season. Thank you.
All right, Zoe. So another athlete that I was very fortunate chose to come play basketball, because I know you're a great soccer goalie. But again, just the natural athleticism, but also, which is always fun to watch, is some of the things you do naturally on the court. But the thing I love the best, as I look back on the season, is shutting down number 23 at St. Francis. When you kick it into another gear, that gritty competitiveness that you combine with your athleticism, I mean, that was one of the main reasons we won that game. She was their best player, and I didn't even say anything to you. You just kind of went out there. You decided all right, She's not going to touch you. So, thank you for all that you brought to the team this year. You were really important to the team's success.
Zyla. Zyla is a peaceful, cheerful spirit until you tried out rebound. Zyla, coach coined the phrase Zyla beast mode. Yeah. And that stuck, and you proved it. You proved it throughout the whole season. And you brought in an intensity on defense. You worked hard. You played some really hard girls, and your improvement from the beginning of season to now is amazing. And you should be super proud of yourself.
Thank you.
Okay, Sadie. I almost threw my back out today when you hit that shot. I was so excited. But I remember working out with you in practice one time, and you got a good little shot, and watching you a couple times in practice where you have the right instinct to take it to the hole. But throughout the season, you got more confidence in yourself. And I was thinking back, like, if you were to look at the ratio of touches to good decisions, you have a really good ratio there. Like, you make good passes, you ball fake, right? You attack a gap, right? You take an open shot when you got it. You find the soft spot in the zone to take the open shot. Like, those are little things that don't show up on the stat sheet that really help the team. And today, you had open shots you took and you made one, which was great.
Katie Sweeney. Just to name a few, you're focused, reliable, poised, determined, relentless, and as coaches, we were spoiled to have a leader like you, and to have somebody who can be there as a teammate and be there for us, and to just kind of keep the team calm when we were facing a lot of tough teams. And that's a gift. That's a gift to have. And throughout the whole season, you were a scorer. You had assists. You were a cheerleader. You were such a strong teammate to your team and to us. So thank you for having
I have to say too, I have to add a Katie Sweeney comment.
Please.
Like that Redwood game, I've told that story. The guys at the office are tired of me telling that story. I had 3 kids go through multiple sports, all those seasons from whatever age on through high school, and that's the most incredible thing I think I've ever seen is a 0.0 on the clock. We're down by 1. First of all, you had the and 1 to get us up by 1. They score it. There's 10 seconds left. We bring it back. You disappear into the crowd. Miss the shot because you get fouled. I don't even see it. Their coach and players are going crazy. Their fans are going nuts. And then I see the ref come out with 2.
Oh my God.
I mean, it was unbelievable.
You should have heard him on the phone telling me.
Oh my God. She was so excited. I wish you would have been there.
I know.
So anyway, I'm adding that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that incredible memory. Michaela. You're such a special kid. Like you're athletic, but you got a good heart, and that really comes through as a teammate. I never once ever saw you with your head down. And we would put you in there and like put you in the middle of the diamond in 1 zone, and all of a sudden like, hey, no middle passing. I was like, wow, dominant, right? So. You took a sport that might not be your main sport, because I know you're a big volleyball player, but you really improved and you contributed. And like today, you score, you draw the foul twice, you get good rebounds, you hustle and get an offensive rebound off a free throw. Like, again, those are things that don't show up, but it's just like the effort and the positive energy that you bring to the team. So, good job this season.
Kate.
Yeah.
There are players who may not be as vocal, but they are focused, they are good listeners, they're eager to learn the game, and that was you, Kate. You wanted to be a good student of the game, and that's what you were. And your improvement from beginning of season to now is skyrocketed, and it's so fun to see that growth in you. And you always, every time you saw the floor, you always hustled, you worked hard, and you did whatever you could to help your teammates. So great season.
All right, Ray. Yeah, and there's a reason there's a reaction like that.
That's my kid.
There's a reason there. You know, when you think about like different types of leaders, Kate, you were a quiet leader, always with strong effort. Ray, you're a vocal leader. People respond to your energy and your voice, and there's a reason why. Like, if you think about every time out or every like coming out on the court, Ray would lead us out there, right? Yeah. It was her natural sort of leadership, and the rest of the team responded to that. You know, getting out on the court and showing the energy that you show, that especially on defense. And I noticed that in the tryouts. I said that to you in tryouts. I'm like, keep playing defense like that. You know, you keep playing defense. Defense is all about attitude and energy, and that was really, I think, a strength of yours is your attitude and energy. Just every time you're on the court, full bore. You know, you have a great instinct to score, which is something that, you know, especially in some of our lower scoring games, is really important, right? Hit a couple key threes.
More than a couple.
Anyway, you were a great teammate, great to have on the team, added a ton of energy and positive energy. So thank you for everything. And there's another important member of the team, and that's Sophie. Where's Sophie? If you all, parents should take a look at our book, because it's incredible. She needs to be an accountant or something. Right? I mean, first game, I'm like, every detail is fine. She's like, Coach, is this okay? I'm like, yes. So you were so dedicated, and you always like texted me and were on time and came to all the games, and that's really important. And I know being a manager isn't maybe as glamorous as being on the court, but I want you to know how important it was to have you there with us. You were always so good with the details. How many fouls? Hey, Coach, Chloe's got 3. So thank you for everything. So just lastly, in closing, I thank the parents first off, and I want to thank the players too. Y'all brought us along on this journey with you, and you know, every time I'm involved with a team, I always like to see how the players treat each other, right? And you all treated each other with respect. You cheered for each other. You picked each other up. You helped each other get better, right? I mean, practices, games. It was a real pleasure to be around you, and that to me is a big indicator of the type of people you are. Not kids, type of people you are, right? You're good people, and you all had the results you had because you're good athletes and you're good basketball players, but a lot of it had to do with the culture that you created amongst each other. So thank you for bringing us along on that journey with you. It's incredible.
Okay, so I think it was Maddie, and she came up to all of us. She was like, "Come here, I need you to sign something." And I'm like, "What's up?" She's like, "I need you to sign the card." So Maddie bought all of you guys cards, Sophie, the coaches, Nia, and I got to choose, so I got to do Sophie, so I'm proud for this one. Like Coach Art said, Sophie, even though you're a manager, you still contributed a lot to the team. Like, you probably weren't on the court with us, but just knowing that you're there to like support us and be at the games, knowing that we could count on you in practice and on the court, even off the court, in the hallways too. It was great. So I'm glad that you are our manager. I wouldn't have chosen a different manager just because I'm like, Sophie, I'm like, is Sophie coming? Is Sophie coming? Is Sophie coming? And it's just because you're such a great person to have around. Like, when it came to like the team, you were there. Even when like it didn't have anything to do with basketball, you're always like kind-spirited. And I like that about you. So I hope you come back after that. I hope you get here next year too, because if not, I don't want to play.
Coach Art, we wanted to thank you for the time that you took to coach us. You made us improve like so much as individuals, but also the team. You grew a community for us that I never thought I would have like at this school. And we want to thank you like so much. You took time out of your days with your work trips and everything, and we really appreciate it.
Coach Davis, we're all really thankful for you, and you're such an inspiration to all of us. I think it was the first scrimmage. I was put in as a point guard, and I didn't really know how to dribble at all, and I got like 7 travels, like 1 quarter. And I come off the court, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And you were like, it's okay, you just have very happy feet. Always remember that, and you really helped me control my feet. And we're very thankful for you.
I want to add one thing too. Like, thank you, Nicole. 'Cause, like, she's a rock star, and this partnership, having her next to me, was incredible. Both as a basketball guru, but also just as a person to be able to like panic next to you.
I tried my best to keep it.
Yeah, she tried.
No, but it has also been a joy to coach with you, Coach. I have known of Coach Art for a long time because I've known Coach Maya, who also has known Coach for a long time. So it's just we were very weirdly like connected and intertwined. And though we have only known each other for a few months, I feel like I've known him for much longer than that. But as far as just with my own background, being alumni here and playing basketball here, and then coming back and being a part of the basketball community again, it's very, very special, and it means more to me than you guys realize, because not only is this team so special, but this school is special. To be able to play basketball and coach here, and just to see young girls playing basketball who have these dreams that you can achieve, and to see you guys work hard, it tugs at my heartstrings, and it means a lot. So thank you.
Okay.